Today, being 10th of October 2016, BVI Channel 1 was live at a meeting of Indigenous people of Biafra Customary Government as principal officers met at Nnewi to discuss crucial matters. The meeting was well attended as most principal officers were present at the meeting. The high point of today's meeting, as presided over by the administrator of the Customary Government, Engineer Anthony Nnewi, was the possibility of Indigenous people of Biafra to explore political options in addition to other approaches already being taken by Biafrans in their pursuit for self-determination. The advantages and the disadvantages of the political options towards Biafra independence was highlighted by some principal officers. Some were in agreement, while some expressed concern over the political approach.
In this customary issue, then I come to Nnewi here and I have up to 200 persons registered with me in the customary government, and we're able to comment and keep it there. Let me tell you, when the next political dispensation, what do you call it, electioneering disposition comes up, and we say nobody should vote, everybody will go vote, we shall be the chicks and we're going to win. Gentlemen, let's avoid what you call Nigeria. Avoid it.
People who have started this Biafran struggle are seen in such that if you talk about Nigeria politics, they say, no, don't go there. We are Biafrans. In fact, we have denounced anything Nigeria. Anything Nigeria has been denounced. You know, if you want to say that you are a member of a political party in Nigeria, what they will do automatically is to tag you a saboteur. During the census, you know, all of you here will bear me witness what has taken place in the past. When somebody said, no, don't go to census, so we have to tell the UN that Biafrans have gone. Biafrans are no longer part of Nigeria. And what happened? We were not counted. A state like Anambra State goes on with 4.3 million people, as against some other states in the north that have 9 million something. And you know, if you understand how allocation of resources is done in Nigeria, you will appreciate the fact that our people are lagging behind. And the reason why we are lagging behind is not being able to have access to sources of finance allocation. I was in Enugu, somebody said, Biafrans are not voting in the last election. If we don't vote, UN will know that we are serious. It is the seat to the highest order, which I have never seen.
Of course.
In my widest imagination, our people are dying and suffering because of lack of knowledge. Now, having said that, I want to say that we have been dribbled and deceived. When people tell you that Biafra will come next year, the question I want this house, those in Anambra will understand what I'm saying. But the first freedom you have is mental liberation. If you are not liberated here, you will remain here in less than 100 years. Jonathan said, people are people are inside the government. You people were part of it, but who know them?
Yes, sir.
So why is it that people say that Biafrans in Anambra, but we are saying that all saboteur? Can you see senseless? How senseless are people are? All for saboteur, and all the radio now we all saboteur, all the going drive. That is senseless to the highest order. Now, what is wrong is if you are going to court, you will have to pursue Nigeria. But when the other hand, you have all your men. If you have nothing like this, I'm making you let me rest my case and why we demonstrate for politics.
In every nook and cranny of Nigeria, around the world, people talk about Biafra. What is it? It's propaganda. I want Biafra, life or death. Good. You may not die, I may not die. Some people may also die for freedom to come. In South Africa, a lot of people were killed. Despite the killing, people were also coming. There wasn't any war. It was a propaganda. They were coming out trying to propagate why South Africa, blacks in South Africa must have their freedom, and they got it. And so, why must we go into this? In fact, that would be, to me, this is the way I view it. This would be the worst thing that can happen to us if we to go into Biafran Nigerian politics. It will mar the leadership of this organization. It will mar those propagating it. And you know what? People will say, oh, we are in need of money right now. And so once Nigerian politicians to give us some coverage, which I believe each and every one of us, we are not here to be bribed by anyone. We want to be Biafra. That is primarily why we are here. So please, respect.
Now
let me tell us very well, it may sound good, it may not sound good to your ear. Know it. Independence campaign is a political process. Political process is not all about voting election or winning election. Politics is about you controlling what you have. And your resources. We cannot allow criminals to continue to control and manipulate our system. Now, what happened in Anambra State? What is happening in Imo State? If we have called Biafrans at the state houses, Biafrans wouldn't have been shot dead the way they were shot dead. Sheikhs made their protest several times in the north. Not even an act was injured. Why? Because they are in control of the political process there. Anybody that tells you that you should exclude yourself from Nigerian politics is deceiving you. If we are able to take hold, I'm not interested in what is happening in Abuja or what is happening in the National Assembly. What we are interested is to control our own land, to make sure that criminals are not going into power. We are the electorate, we are in the streets. We in the media will go on the street to ask people, do you want Biafra? I can tell you, 99% of our people want Biafra today and tomorrow. And if we can use what we want, we are the electorate. The people in power are less than 1%. We are the 99%, and we are the ones that want Biafra. And we cannot allow these criminals, if our people are properly educated politically, if any politician brings money to you, take that money, feed your family, and do what? Do the right thing. Because that money was stolen from you. What I'm telling you in essence is that all of us asking it, exclude yourself from politics of Nigeria, it is dirty. The same Biafra, the same people that are Nigerians today, that are from Biafra extraction, will still be Biafra tomorrow. And they will follow the system if you are not involved. You should please take note of this. Thank you very much.
I got the answer. If you go to Yoruba land, all the governors in Yoruba land subscribe to OPC. Of course. They give them money. If you go to the north, all the governors in the north subscribe to Boko. This thing you call Boko Haram is I don't think is anything other than northern approach to Nigerian liberation. Even their Sharia government is functioning. They are already working. So we need to take control of our community, and we need to set up politicians to discuss Biafra in many high places. One Biafran launched a book last 2 weeks or thereabout. They call it The Politics of Biafra and the Future of Nigeria.
General Joe Achuze, Secretary of the Supreme Council of Elders of Indigenous People of Biafra Customary Government, sent a message on why he will be unavoidably absent from the meeting, while Dr. Dozie Ikedife, the Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council of Elders, briefly addressed the meeting.
Let us work together rather than attacking ourselves or fighting in between. My contribution there was that it is unfortunate we behave like crabs. That people put crabs in a pot, you don't need to cover the pot. Because no one will crawl out. Because when one is crawling, the other one will pull it back. That is a fact of the matter. Within the rank and file of Mason, there are splinter groups. Within the rank and file of Niger Delta Avengers, there are splintering. Within men's, there are splinter groups. Within all of these, there are splintering. And it is well known, it's an evil wisdom, that if you bring a bunch of brooms and want to break it, it is difficult. But if you take them one by one, you break all of them with little or no effort. Therefore, we must get our acts together. There was a time our revered and respected president said that we should forget Biafra. And there was a reply to him that said that Biafra is unforgettable. But you can never forget Biafra. And even if all the people who saw the Biafran war die off, that the story of Biafra will continue into eternity. After Biafra, Biafra can never be forgotten.
Yes, so
Biafra can never be forgotten.
yes, so
How can you forget Biafra? If your father was killed during the Biafran war, how can you forget Biafra? If you lost a limb yourself during the Biafran struggle, how can you forget Biafra? If all your property were equated to 20 pounds and you had to start from scratch, how can you forget Biafra? If at the end of the day it was pronounced reconciliation, rehabilitation and reconstruction, and the biggest visible thing in the reconstruction was Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos, where no gun was shot, no gun was fired. Books are now being written that touch on Biafra. More and more are coming out, and all these are records that will stay on when all of us here have gone, one by one. Therefore, Biafra can never be forgotten.
Some of other issues that we have brought to the table of the customary government discussion today is the possibility of uniting all pro-Biafran groups. The indigenous people of Biafra under Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra as administered by the customary government, the Masob and other prominent Biafran groups. The need for unity was also emphasized at the meeting and was also encouraged that every genuine and concerned Biafran should think towards this direction, that we should speak with one voice. Ofuonu, Ofuobi. Thank you for watching. This is still the voice of Biafra, and I still remain Asos Chinedu Peters, reporting for BVI Channel 1.
When, I got you.